greatest job you'll ever love to hate in your life. I said, this is the greatest job you'll ever love to hate in your life. And with that being said, Ruthie has asked if she could say something briefly before we start the election.
This is directed at you, sir. I would like to state before we vote that we are allowed, if there is another person to be put up, that it is allowed before anyone says to close the election, like it has been going on in the years past, that we are allowed to ask for other nominations.
Madam Chairman, I'd like to ask about a point of order. Already already.
What's the question, bud?
Okay, what is the procedure for nomination and election? I think is the question. The procedure is the board of nominations. Nominations really don't need a second. Nomination. After the nominations, you have a motion. The nominations close. At which time you ask the question, is there any discussion? Because at that motion, you can amend the motion and keep it open and add more. Do whatever you want to do. Once you add nomination, ask, is there any further discussion? Then all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. And it is what it is. And then you move on with whatever the motion is.
You can move the nomination cease.
You can move that nomination cease. It will take a second. But once the second is on the floor, the chairman shall ask, is there a discussion? During that time, you can make a motion to amend the motion on the floor. See what I'm saying? So if you say I make a motion, if the motion ceases and you get a second, you don't make a motion that I object or make a motion that doesn't cease, the vote will take care of that. See what I'm saying? But if you have an additional motion or you want to amend the motion on the floor, you can. Then you ask for discussion on that. If you have an amendment, you vote on the amendment. Then you have an amended motion that you vote on. And then it is what it is. Now that I've muddied that up, I'll turn it over to the chairman so he can follow it.
We're going to give it our best shot. Because we all know that, as anybody in here who knows me, I am shy and have a little bit of a problem speaking in front of people. So, all right, if there is no further old business and new business, we'll proceed with the election. And the very first election is for chairman of the Knox County GOP.
Mr. Chairman.
Former Chairman Turner.
We've actually been the largest, strongest Republican Party in the state of Tennessee, and I think everybody knows that. There's no contest to that. And y'all have allowed me over the years to serve you. I'm the second longest serving chairman that Knox County has had. With that said, we need to have a chairman that is grounded in Knox County and grounded in this area and understands all the office holders, the offices, the different precincts. So he has to be a guy that's from here and been here a long time. You just don't come in overnight and learn Knox County politics. That's not possible. So with all of that being said, I would like to recommend Buddy Burkhart for our chairman, continuing chairman for the Knox County Republican Party.
Ms. Phyllis seconds the nomination. The floor recognizes Mike Prince. There is a motion on the floor that nomination cease and Buddy Burkhart be elected chairman by acclamation from the floor. Is there any discussion? I have to ask, are there any further nominations? Are there any further nominations?
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
Question. We have a Randy Case. a Navy retired chief.
Yes, ma'am.
Served our country for a long time. He is on there. Does this negate his name on this ballot?
He has not been nominated.
Okay, so may I nominate then Randy Pace?
We-
Okay, I understand what's going on.
Okay. We had a nomination. We had the nomination was seconded. We had a motion on the floor that nominations cease, and we vote by acclamation from the floor. I asked if there was any discussion. You have offered discussion.
Mr. Chairman, point of order.
Parliamentary inquiry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir. Stacy Kent.
Nothing against you, but I'm not sure if you can handle the nomination of yourself as the chairman by yourself. I think you have to delegate that position to someone else while your name is.
While the
in
nominations.
contention.
That. Okay, my parliamentarian is telling me, yes, you are correct. So it falls. I'm going to turn this over to the parliamentarian.
Smart move.
There you go, let him.
Smart move.
Vice chairman.
Parliamentary
It's the vice chairman. It's the
doesn't
vice
have
chairman.
to go to
The past chairman should do it.
It can be delegated. Madam Vice Chair, point of order.
Right now, we're in discussion.
I recognize Randy Pace.
Good morning. Morning, Randy. I hope everybody's doing well. I am so happy to be here. For those of you that have not had the opportunity to meet me, I'm Randy Bates. There's your opportunity. I didn't get in this to tear this party apart. That was not my intent. I registered to be a Republican in 1979 in Newburgh, Tennessee. I joined the military at the ripe age of 19. I spent my adult life in places in this world I would have never saw had I not joined the Navy. Smartest thing I ever did. It's not for everybody, but it was the smartest thing I ever did. I enjoyed every minute. I retired after 24 years, and my lovely wife took myself and our 2 children to Medford, New Jersey, last place in the world I ever thought I'd live. But something told me a long time ago, follow the money. So that's what we did, we followed the money. As a retiree, I worked part-time. I had 2 kids at home, and I wanted to make sure that there was somebody there to take care of them. And that's what I spent the next couple of years doing. It wasn't long after that that my community had reached out to me and asked me to get involved. So I did, and I started attending public meetings, trying to have a positive impact from a conservative group that I grew up with. And it wasn't too many years later I found myself in an elected position. I had a great deal of success. I enjoyed every minute of it, but as fate would have it, my wife said, we're moving. Well, actually what she said was, would you like to move? And I said, where? She said, Tennessee. There was no doubt in my mind that I was going home. And I didn't care whether it was going to mean more money or not, I was going home. I'm glad to be in Knoxville. I'm going to be in Knoxville for the foreseeable future. Now, I've said many times that I'm going to die in this house. Well, it didn't work out. I've built 2 homes and lived in 3 different homes and said I'm going to die there, but here I am in Knoxville. I'm not going to die in that house, but I am staying in Knoxville. Before we go any further, I want everybody in this room to know that I had no animosity towards anyone. I've been a good conservative all my life, and I will continue to be a good conservative. First and foremost, I'm a servant to the people that ask me to do a job. If I roger up and volunteer for something and I don't give it 110%, then I'm not doing what they asked me to do. I'm here because I was asked to be here. Madam Chairman, I would like to withdraw my name from consideration for Republican Party Chairman of Knox County. I do that only because I believe that Buddy Burkhart is exactly as he's been described. A man of honor and courage, a man that has lived here all his life. I'm not going anywhere. Anything Buddy asks me to do, I'll do. He and I may not agree. We may differ on how it gets done, but at the end of the day, it's gonna get done. I would ask that everyone in this room join me, Buddy Burkhart, Susan Dewar, and anyone else that's willing to commit any time at all to this party in voting Buddy Burkhart for the next chairman of Knox County Republican Party by acclamation. Thank you.
We have a motion on the floor. All in favor say aye. Opposed?
I'm not opposed, aye.
All opposed? So ordered.